If
he
they
really
rematch,
it was amazing.
Rico was going to know that he can do that. Like before that fight, he didn't know he could do that. And Usyk didn't know he could do that. And the difference is Usyk is not a real heavyweight. He's the greatest heavyweight of all time, which is crazy. But he's not a real heavyweight.
Right.
You can't say like Tyson, in my opinion, is always going to be my favorite. In his prime, he was just so insane. It was so insane to watch him just demolish the whole division.
For real.
But then you look at Cassius Clay, and then when he was Muhammad Ali, and Larry Holmes doesn't get his due, and Lennox Lewis was a fucking beast. Yeah. So maybe, who knows who would have fought, but that guy's, how many people from these nonprofits are getting enormously wealthy? Like, this is insane. And that was one of the things that USA clearly uncovered. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen Mike Benz and some of his takes on it.
Yeah. It was shocking. I couldn't believe it.
There's so many hours of it. It's almost like there's too much information to digest. I could listen to like an hour of it. I was like, I got to stop because I just don't know when this ends. I'm not even absorbing this. I'm just so flabbergasted by the extent of the corruption, the amount of money that's been gone to fraud and possibly waste over the years is just staggering.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because he's just always in a great fight.
Was insane. And especially after you see that second round, when I rewatched it again, when Ilya was putting it on him in that second round, you're like, oh, those liver punches.
I know, like, how does he come back from this? If he
more than one, too.
So beautiful, though, too. Like, the way he delivers those shots,
I know.
man. Just
clean.
Bam.
You know who else does it like that? Aaron Pico.
Yeah, he does great.
Yeah.
Great body work.
Yes, 100%.
I'm glad that he's got to show his stuff.
Me too.
He looked great his last fight.
He looked great.
Yeah, Pico is.
Yeah.
Because that was one of those guys.
They would have giant eyeballs as heads, and they would play completely insane things like Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire, but in angular, bizarre ways.
I missed that, too.
Okay.
Did you miss it?
I don't know where we're going.
So Antoine de Poitrain is this thing that took over, which doesn't sound like anything. It's like that new thing. So, you because So look at that guitarist Fred.
Holy fuck.
Because then you get it for reacting the wrong way.
How many people did he kill?
Oh my God. It's just, and they knew he was demonic. Like they knew he was fucked.
But he's my boy.
He's my son.
What do I do?
What do I do?
What can I do?
He's first in line.
What can I do? He's going to be king someday.
Someday this will all be his. Can you imagine?
Crazy.
If he had just taken over? Like
crazy. As spring shifts into summer, for a lot of people that means traveling and planning and making sure you're in the right shape. Whatever you get up to, though, make sure you're taking extra care of you with AG1.
Even though I have those days where I want to fight and think I made the right decision, my mental health has been pretty even. Up until recently, I haven't been worried about myself or having to go to my journal and sit in the morning and have coffee like I've been doing this last week, But when I do start feeling 100% normal, okay again, I need to continue to do those things, I can't stop because I feel good. It's a constant. Something's going on with my brain.
Put you in Twitter jail.
You can do the death tax that he did in New York. I mean, look at what Mamdani's trying to do.
Oh, that's nuts.
Oh, my God.
People are just going to bail out of that city.
It's crazy.
It's these fucking people that think like taxing the rich is the solution. And do what with the money? If you were doing a great job with the money and everything was accounted for and there was no fraud and waste, I'd be like, well, maybe you just need more money. But that's clearly not the case.
Not it.
You've got so much fraud and you're ignoring it.
Yeah.
And then this Nick Shirley kid,
Oh, my
when
God.
he exposes it,
They
everybody's
go
like,
after him.
yes,
They go after
like,
him. You look and you go,
should be praising
Hello,
him.
give that kid an award.
You have to, you must have had to thoroughly vet these people, right? Make sure they're not insane. Make sure
yeah,
you don't have a
obviously
serial killer.
We do the psych and background checks, of course. No.
How do you
serial
get that information if you're going? If you have, how many countries are there? First of all, it's 190.
We went off of whatever the Olympics do, so it's like 100, something around 200. Yeah, plus or minus a couple.
So some of them have to have some shitty infrastructure.
Oh, I think one of them has literally 40,000 people living in it. Like it was, what is it? Not the, it's something CI Islands, not the Cayman Islands. It was, but some island country.
I just could not believe that dude held out for like 30 seconds with his
Was
arm in
that more
position.
shocking, or when he said Michelle Obama is a man? Which one was more shocking?
Definitely the armbar part. Man, I work in politics. People say crazy stuff all the time.
Well, he says that every fight.
Does he?
Yeah. He
I
said
didn't
he said
realize
that
that.
the last time I interviewed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Well,
He's like a pro wrestling character. Like
people lost their minds about it.
I know.
Lost their minds about it. To the point where, again, I had The View either the next day or the day after to sort of promote this book.
Drinking vodka at like 10 a.m., having insane meals, and just working our asses off the way we're supposed to.
How'd it go?
Amazing.
What did they think about your theory?
So far, all systems go, Joe.
Okay, so
In other words, the story. Can we just pull up? I just want to do this for my own reasons. Can we pull up the pinned tweet on my Twitter profile?
this is insane. That's crazy. That what a complete disdain for anybody else's intelligence. Like they're not even trying to hide it. They're just like
They're all members. The front bench are all members of the Fabian Society. So
that coat of arms is
Keir Starmer is also a member.
I need a
of,
T-shirt, Jamie. Please order it.
you want to hold in. you want a Fabian Society T-shirt.
Yeah, just for a goof. I think it'd be hilarious.
But no, so that runs through the Labour Party. So that's all part of it.
You know what would be funny? Is if like envision like 17 years ago, you had 11-year-old me sitting here, and then you sitting there, and like comped it to today.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, someone AI is not going to do that.
So what are you going to do? You're going to do a show on YouTube? Where'd you get this idea?
YouTube.
Does your mom know about this?
Should you be in school? I'd be like, I was such a like.
How many hours a day do you spend waking on content? Hey man, go outside.
Yeah. Go talk to a woman. I mean, back then too, I was so like introverted and self-conscious. Like I probably wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, I know it's not China, but I mean,
Those cars are insane.
Yeah, they're pretty dope.
But they make them here, and they make them in China too. They made a lot. They were making a lot of them in China during the pandemic because the pandemic didn't really close things down in China the way it closed things down here. But they have electric cars now that have like these insane suspensions. They go 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds. Wow. They're nuts. Yeah, there's this dude that I follow online. God, what's his name? Forest Auto Reviews. I'm trying to remember, but he does these quick reviews, and somehow or another he always gets these Chinese cars. That's nuts.
He's
I love
fearless.
that.
Yeah.
But he does wild shit. I like that.
Yeah,
I
me
like that
too.
part. I don't like the Iran war thing, but I like that.
You don't like the concept that Iran can no longer have nuclear weapons? I think that's better than a UFC fight.
That is a good concept.
Right?
However, I don't necessarily know there's a clear way to get out of this. And if you know what we did in Afghanistan for 20 years and how much American taxpayer dollars were spent and how many people lost their lives.
But in Afghanistan, it felt like they were just sweeping out like goat farmers and guys hiding in caves.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is hard for me to... And we have the best disposable income in the history of the world.
This is how crazy inflation is. The average salary in 1990 was $21,000.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts? You imagine if someone told you had to live off $21,000 today? You'd be like, oh, fuck.
And yeah, even still, they could retire multimillionaires. Even still, even with that. It's beautiful.
That is nuts if you know how to do it. But how would someone start doing something like that?
Honestly, low-cost index funds. I'm sure you got a money guy. But for the average American, there's these target date retirement funds. So Fidelity or whatever you want to use, they have...
Okay, so that turns out to have had a huge effect, not just on people writing like literature and stuff, but like on political systems. So you could now have states that could keep tax records, right? So you could have larger political units with writing, and then they can hire standing armies. And now you have like large-scale war. You have social stratification. You could have like the ruler of a large area could have enormous wealth, and you could have a soldier caste that like protects against internal and external. So like just the way that human societies are politically organized changes as a result of this change in the rules of communication when you can have written text.
The thing you didn't do, or the mistake you made at work, or that conversation that went sideways, with your partner. How much energy does that cost to be thinking about this, to be, engaging your stress system, to be releasing cortisol? So 2 students in the lab, Gabriel and Natalia, did that experiment. You put cells in a dish, you give them the equivalent of cortisol. How much energy is going to cost for these cells to prepare? There's nothing damaging to the cortisol itself, but the cortisol is a signal that there might be something dangerous outside, right? That's like when you're sitting down, you get an email, you're like, oh, I might lose my job, right? Or I might not get this contract.
Isn't that hilarious, though, that you could make fun of a guy playing golf and he doesn't want to be your friend forever because of that?
I was shocked.
Yeah, you got off light.
And I had another friend.
You got off light.
Yeah, I had another friend.
That's a sensitive.
Another friend I spent 4 days a week with because like I said, I'm playing golf and didn't have a job. We hung out. His wife and I went to dinner all the time, cooked out all the time. And then one day, I thought, hey, he just recently passed away. I said, hey, man, I got us a tea time for more at 1:30. Da-da-da. Call me back. Nothing. Hey, nothing.
Maybe this is not how it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure a version of that will happen. And the first question I got was, yeah, but what about the insane water use on data centers? But then you actually sit down and do the math. And then for most people, if you just skip 1 burger per month, that compensates the CO2 output or like the water use in equivalent of tokens. I mean, the math is tricky, and it depends if you add pre-training, then maybe it's more than just 1 patty, but it's not off by a factor of 100,
So he's like worried that you're around this insane person.
Well,
you ever see the video where they
better be listen, if you can do that and back it up, which
he did,
then I tip my hat to you.
Did you ever see the video where they ran into each other at a casino?
No.
So Sonny Liston was at a casino. I think Sonny was playing cards, and Muhammad Ali, back when he was Cassius Clay, came up behind him, and he starts ranting and raving and saying crazy shit, and Sonny pulls out a gun and shoots it into the air, and everybody scatters. It was a blank gun. But he anticipated that Ali was going to do that to him.